In the heart of Washington, a battle is brewing over the fate of the Department of Education. Republicans, long critical of the department's reach, are pushing for its complete dismantling. This is not a new ambition. It's a promise rooted in conservative ideology, fueled by a desire to reshape the American educational landscape. President Trump, echoing a campaign pledge, has set the wheels in motion with an executive order. Its aim, to dismantle the department, brick by bureaucratic brick. This bold move has ignited a firestorm of debate, pitting those who see the department as an overreaching behemoth against those who view it as a vital protector of educational equity. At the center of this storm stands Linda McMahon, the newly appointed Education Secretary. A controversial figure, McMahon is tasked with overseeing the department's unwinding, to the maximum extent permitted by law. Her appointment has further inflamed tensions, adding fuel to an already volatile situation. The Republican desire to dismantle the Department of Education is not a recent phenomenon. It's a deep-seated ambition, tracing its roots back to the Reagan era. Reagan, a staunch advocate for smaller government, saw the department as a prime example of federal overreach. He believed that education was best left in the hands of states and local communities. This philosophy, often dubbed local control, has become a cornerstone of Republican education policy. It represents a fundamental distrust of centralized authority, particularly in the realm of education. Over the decades, this sentiment has only intensified within the Republican Party. Fueled by concerns about curriculum content, federal mandates, and the perceived influence of teachers' unions, the call to dismantle the Department of Education has grown louder. It's a call that resonates deeply with the party's base, particularly those who see the department as an impediment to parental choice and a champion of liberal ideologies. President Trump and Secretary McMahon are the current standard-bearers of this long-standing Republican goal. Trump, known for his disruptive approach to governance, sees the dismantling of the department as a fulfillment of a core campaign promise. His executive order, while lacking the power to dissolve the department outright, serves as a declaration of intent. It's a signal to his supporters, a demonstration of his commitment to shrinking the federal bureaucracy. McMahon, a wealthy businesswoman with little experience in public education, brings a private sector perspective to the role. Her appointment has been met with skepticism by some who question her qualifications and her commitment to public education. However, she has been vocal in her support for school choice and her belief that education is best served by a decentralized system. Republicans point to several key arguments to justify their push for dismantling the Department of Education. Decentralization, a cornerstone of conservative ideology, lies at the heart of their rationale. They argue that education policy and funding should be controlled at the state and local levels, closer to the students and families they serve. This, they believe, allows for greater flexibility and responsiveness to local needs, free from the constraints of a one-size-fits-all federal approach. Another prominent argument revolves around the issue of woke ideologies. Republicans accuse the department of promoting a liberal agenda, particularly on issues of race, gender, and sexuality. They argue that the department's curriculum guidelines and funding priorities are infused with a woke worldview that runs counter to the values of many American families. School choice is another pillar of the Republican argument. They believe that parents should have the freedom to choose where their children go to school, whether it's a public, private, or charter school. They argue that the department, with its focus on traditional public schools, stifles innovation and limits parental choice.